Mist, the Night Valkyrie, was unlike any of her sisters. While other Valkyries carried the light of Valhalla, Mist wielded the power of shadows and darkness, an ability granted by Freya herself. Tasked with gathering the souls of fallen warriors, Mist wandered the battlefields of Midgard, her presence as silent and foreboding as the night. One fateful day, her path crossed with that of Eirik, a mortal warrior whose courage and defiance would forever change her destiny. Eirik was no ordinary man. A fierce warrior and a protector of his people, he was known for his bravery on the battlefield. Yet what truly set him apart was his unwavering sense of justice. He did not fight for glory or riches, but to protect the innocent and challenge the tyranny of those who sought power at the expense of others. His spirit burned brightly, catching the attention of the gods themselves. During a fierce battle, Eirik suffered mortal wounds while defending his village from invaders. As he lay on the blood-soaked ground, his strength fading, Mist descended to claim his soul. She stood over him, her dark armor glinting faintly in the moonlight, her piercing gaze meeting his. "Your courage is worthy of Valhalla," Mist said, her voice cold yet laced with curiosity. "But your eyes, they speak of something more. Tell me, mortal, do you truly wish to leave this world behind?" Eirik, though weak, managed to respond. "I do not fight to die for the gods' games. I fight for my people, for freedom. If my death serves no purpose, then I would rather live." Mist hesitated. For the first time, she questioned her purpose. She had seen countless warriors fall, their souls bound to Valhalla, pawns in the gods' eternal schemes. Yet Eirik's defiance stirred something within her. Instead of taking his soul, she used her shadowy powers to heal his wounds, granting him a second chance at life. From that moment, their fates became entwined. Mist accompanied Eirik, watching as he rallied his people and fought against the injustices inflicted by those who claimed divine favor. As they traveled together, Mist began to see the world through Eirik's eyes. His compassion, his unyielding belief in justice, and his willingness to fight for others without expecting reward slowly softened the shadows within her. Eirik, in turn, grew to trust Mist, though he remained curious about her motives. One night, as they sat by a fire, he asked, "Why did you save me? You serve the gods, yet you defied them for me." Mist looked into the flames, her voice low. "I have walked the battlefields for centuries, collecting souls for Valhalla. But I've seen too much suffering, too much blood spilled for the gods' amusement. You reminded me that there is more to life than servitude. You showed me that even in darkness, there can be light." Their bond deepened, and what began as an alliance grew into something more profound. Mist found herself drawn to Eirik's humanity, while Eirik saw in Mist a kindred spirit, someone who understood the weight of sacrifice. Together, they inspired others to rise against tyranny, becoming symbols of resistance. But their defiance did not go unnoticed. The gods, angered by Mist's betrayal and Eirik's rebellion, sent an army to destroy them. Mist and Eirik stood side by side, their resolve unshaken. As the divine forces descended, Mist unleashed the full extent of her shadowy powers, enveloping the battlefield in darkness. Eirik fought valiantly, but even his courage could not match the god's wrath. As he fell, mortally wounded, Mist knelt beside him. "You gave me hope," she whispered, her voice breaking, "and you gave me a reason to fight." Eirik replied, his hand reaching for hers. "Even in death, I will stand with you." Refusing to let the gods claim Eirik's soul, Mist made the ultimate sacrifice. She used her powers to merge his essence with her shadows, ensuring he would never be bound by the gods. As the darkness consumed her, Mist's final words echoed across the battlefield. "Freedom is more sacred than the gods themselves." When the shadows lifted, both Mist and Eirik were gone. Their story, however, lived on. Tales of the Night Valkyrie and the mortal warrior who defied the gods spread across the realms, a testament to the power of love, sacrifice, and the unyielding spirit of those who dared to fight for freedom.